Hi, I'm Mike Addelizzi, CEO for the American Supply Association. Thank you for clicking on to listen to a short message on ASA's advocacy efforts. One of the four cornerstones of ASA's value proposition is to conduct a robust advocacy effort to protect the interests of our association's members. I'm very proud that we have two very dynamic team members leading our efforts with building a strong advocacy program. Leading our efforts in Washington, D.C. with our legislative, regulatory, and political programs has been Dan Hilton, who has led these efforts for 6 years now. Over the past few years, ASA has built our brand and influence among key legislators, administrators, and more importantly, among allied organizations who work with ASA as partners in fighting for sound federal policy. 6 years ago, few in Washington knew about ASA and the valuable role that we can play in protecting our industry and advancing the voice of our members. Today, ASA has become the voice of our industry. Even more exciting is how ASA has rallied allied partners such as our industry's buying groups to join ASA's leadership to encourage roughly 3,500 companies and 200,000 professionals into a cohesive and effective voice for our industry. In addition to our strong efforts in Washington, ASA dramatically expanded our advocacy effort by branching out and providing leadership into codes and standards. Led by another strong staff team member, Hugo Aguilar, ASA has rapidly become engaged in every code and standard body that impacts our members' interests. Currently, Hugo is a voting member of 8 code bodies which has influence affecting our plumbing and PVF interests. Dan and Hugo have begun to team up to drive our brand and leadership in the regulatory segment by working together to represent your interests with agencies such as OSHA, EPA, and the DOE, where regulation can impact your business in very significant ways. ASA's advocacy team provides us with a very dynamic 1-2 punch that we're proud of. But it's important not to be complacent with our success. You can play a very important role in our future success with advancing our voice, especially in Washington. And as ASA President Scott Robertson would say, we need you to jump in and help in the following ways. First, this coming June, ASA members will be joining us in Washington, D.C. on June 14 to participate in our annual Washington Fly-In to meet with your members of Congress. We hope you will join us on the 14th. If you can't participate in our June 14 fly-in, we'd be happy to work with you and your schedule to do a private day in Washington where you can join Dan Hilton to personally visit your members of Congress. If you are willing to fly into Washington for the day, we'd be excited to schedule personal meetings with those members of Congress who represent you. If you can't make it to Washington, then we'd like to work with you to bring your member of Congress to visit your place of business, to meet with you and your employees. All of these are important things that you can do to support our advocacy team to expand our influence in protecting your interests. Let us know how we can help you jump in and get started. Thank you for listening.